What's up, YouTube, and to all of the folks out there on Renlist, shout out to you guys, because now every time I make a Porsche video, I gotta shout out Renlist because I post my videos on there for the community there. So now I'm sponsoring Renlist and telling everybody out there with a Porsche, go subscribe to Renlist. Now, let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes of today's video. We are talking about the monthly payment on my 2025 Porsche 911 GTS T-Hybrid. So, as is customary in these monthly payment videos, I like to get right down to the point. My very first video to ever go viral was a monthly payment video on my Lamborghini Gallardo. So, let's get right down to it. The monthly payment on my 2025 Porsche 911 GTS T-Hybrid is $2,358.34, and that is the monthly payment on the Porsche 911. Now, if you want to know what makes up that monthly payment and what kind of loan I use to purchase this vehicle, because the cool thing about the way I finance this car is I get the title in hand with no lien on the title. The car is technically paid off in full cash. But I do have a monthly payment associated with this car because the way I finance this car is I went to my credit union and I told my credit union, hey, my house is almost paid off. My house is worth about $600,000 to $700,000. And I said, let me get a line of credit or a home equity line of credit against my house because the interest rate on the home equity line of credit is lower than the interest rate on a car loan. So I got a 6.5% interest rate and a home equity line of credit. If I make the scheduled monthly payment, most of the principal is part of that payment. The principal is $1,660 and the interest is $697 if I make a standard payment. Now, what I do in my case is I like to pay the car off early, but I'll be honest with you, because a lot of people, when I tell them I have a monthly payment on an exotic or a supercar, a lot of people will immediately say you can't afford a car if you got to make a monthly payment. Well, I don't have to make a monthly payment. I could pay cash for any of the vehicles I own, all right, including my Revuelto. However, I don't pay cash because I like to give myself about 2 to 3 months to figure out if I want to pull money out of an investment or put money into another investment or pay off a big expense like this. Because when you have something this expensive, when we're talking about over $100,000, and you think about opportunity cost, which is how much money you can make with your money, then you have to start looking at the interest rate that your credit score will allow. I have an 830, no, actually it was an 855 the last time I checked. When I got the loan for this other car that I got coming to the channel, when I got the loan for that car, which was just about 3 days ago, that car's coming to the channel soon, by the way. All right, stay tuned. So your credit score, the higher your credit score is, you can get lower interest rate. So based on what your credit score will allow, you might want to have your money invested if you make a higher return on investment than what you would pay in interest. So for example, 6.5% interest on this, but I have investments out right now that might pay 15 to 20% interest on my money. So I might put that 150 grand or whatever actually that's another part of this equation is how much did I finance? I financed $157,000 is what I financed. And I had a car that I traded in to get. The price was 200 grand, 208,000. So I traded a car in and then the balance was 157 that I financed. So for example, if I had that $150,000 invested, making 10% interest in a year, that's $15,000. Whereas you subtract the interest rate, the interest you pay on this car, that might be $6,500 on 100,000 of that money. Or I'm sorry. So yeah, 6.5, 6. So basically about $9,000 you would pay on interest on this. So there's a difference there where you can actually make more money with your money in some cases than what you might pay in interest on a car payment. So I give myself usually like 2 or 3 months to figure out if I really want to keep it financed or if I want to pay it off. And the nice thing about using my home equity line of credit, and I'm not recommending that you do this because I'm a special case where I can do whatever I want because I can pay off the car at any point in time. But I like to have that buffer to figure out where I want to put my money. Do I want to have it leveraged, or do I want to use my cash to pay stuff off, or do I want to take my cash and invest it? Now, on that note, I recently posted a video showing you guys a perfect example, a real life perfect example. Look at that water in the background. The water's nice, right? Basically, I posted a video not too long ago because on this channel, I want to show you, not only show you the car, but I want to show you how to afford the car. So I went to Florida. I found a piece of land. I bought the land for $85,000. Okay. I held the land for less than a year. I think I held it for about 8 or 9 months. I had that piece of land. I put that on my video. I put that video buying that land on this YouTube channel. So none of this is cap. You guys can go look at the public record. 200 Emerson Drive, Northwest in Palm Bay, Florida. That's the address. Look up the public record. You'll see how much I paid for it, which was $85,000. And you'll see how much I sold it for, which was $150,000. So basically the difference between that, what I paid for it and what I sold it for, that's my profit. I had to pay some closing costs, but imagine this. All of the time that I held that land, I didn't have to cut the grass. I didn't have to put a house on it. I didn't have to flip it and fix and flip it. I just bought the land, held it, and put it up for sale. All right, so check out the videos on this channel if you want to learn that kind of thing. But anyway, that is how I am able to pay for cars and toys like this, is through investments in real estate and also investments in business. Like right now I have an investment going on in business where I'm hosting a special event at the end of this week. I'll try to get some video of the event where I invest a certain amount in the venue, the hotel, the conference space, the marketing. I make a pretty sizable investment. I invite people to the event and then I get sponsors for the event, and then we try to make a profit. This event is probably the most difficult one I've had in a long time, where I might not make a profit, and that'll be the first time ever if that happens. But hey, you win some, you lose some, but you gotta invest. You gotta do business and plan your work and work your plan. All right, so enough of me talking about how we invest these cars, but if you see the cars on this channel, I want you, if you want a car like this, I want you to understand that you can get one if you put your mind to it, you put the work in, you can make it happen. And that's what this channel is about. It's called Wheel Motivation, where the wheels a lot of times motivate us to work hard and afford these toys. So in this video, I'm just trying to show you guys another way to do that. Now, what other questions might you have about this loan? Like I said, the interest rate was 6.5%. It is a home equity line of credit. The reason I can get this loan is because I have lots of equity in my primary residence. And within 3 months, I will pay this loan off one way or another. But I'll make up my mind what I want to do. But I usually won't keep that loan for the whole full year, because I'll be paying a lot of interest if I did that. Shout out to my camera woman behind the camera, Kata. You want to see what she looks like? You know how women are. They don't want you to see them if they're not like perfectly made up. But hey, you'll see her. Stay tuned in another video. We'll put her on the camera. But a little bit about the car, if you care to know about the car. It's a 2025 GTS T-Hybrid. It's got the hybrid electric turbos in it, and it's a beautiful slate gray Neo with gloss black accents, gloss black wheels, gloss black trim. It's called the gloss black aero kit. The aero kit is the rear wing on the back, along with the side skirts and different things, which I think make the car look spectacular. We got it tinted, we got it lowered just a tad. To be honest with you, I don't think the front end of the car is lowered more than ½ an inch. The rear end, I think, is lowered a good inch in the rear. I usually like my cars a little bit lower than this, but I mean, this will do the trick. I didn't want to go too hard on a brand new car as far as modifying it. So all we did was window tint, PPF, and we lowered it a little bit. But the car is spectacular. 911 GTS T-Hybrid. B-roll.
Rains. Now the batteries is fading, I'm doing all done. Still remember where I'm from, all the peeps that I came with. Told them I would make it, now we all speaking greatness. But wait, it's the same kid, I must be dreaming. Came from the bottom, now we pull up in Lamborghinis. Came up in Ohio where the winters get cold. Mom and dad struggling, trying to keep us in the home. Had to see the bigger picture, never settled for the norm. Knew that I was different, I was destined to be more. Hit the books hard, took a shot at fate. Packed up, left the city, had to level up the game. Went to college, putting knowledge in my brain. No excuses, made a way, now the world know my name. Still remember where I'm from, all the peeps that I came with. Told them I would make it, now we all speaking greatness. But wait, it's the same kid, I must be dreaming. Came from the bottom, now we pull up in Lamborghinis. Degree in my hands, but I knew there was more. Engineering by the day, but my mind on the score. Tech game calling, so I built my own lane. Turned ideas to business, now the profit's insane. Real estate moves, stacking bricks like a mason.
So you're thinking about joining my channel, or maybe if you haven't thought about joining my channel, maybe you should, because channel members on my channel get access to exclusive content with exclusive cars, like this here Lamborghini Revuelto, like this here Ferrari F8, like this here behind me Lamborghini Huracan Technica, or even the Porsche almost said a new car that I have on the channel that you guys don't know about. But this Porsche 911 Carrera T, the RS3. All of the videos that I upload on this channel, my channel members get to see those videos first as soon as I push them out, and then they're released on a schedule. I already have about 10 videos lined up that only my channel members have access to. If you're considering joining my channel, now's a good time. I definitely will shout you guys out. I'll answer your questions in my live stream with priority. Yeah, so hey, join my channel subscription through YouTube and get access to exclusive content just for you, and early access to content that I release on the channel, sometimes as early as 2 or 3 weeks in advance. So yeah, if you want the loose scoop, I got 2 cars that I haven't even released on the channel yet. So stay tuned, hit that join button. Hey, and join the exclusive section of our membership on the channel here on YouTube. Peace.
It's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm here to tell you guys to go to Wheel Motivation. The exotic cars is crazy. I've been watching this show for a little while now, and it's growing. But we need everybody else to subscribe to Wheel Motivation and support Will. I'm supporting them. You do the same.